simple classes, nothing too hard.
What's the project? You got plenty of time to hang out with us.
Oh, it's the project. It's career class.
You've been around here a long time. How do you feel about just getting to go? I started to say go play in the dome. It's not even in the dome anymore. Now it's MercedesBenz Stadium. But you got to be excited about that, I'm thinking.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's exciting, but we can't let the moment get too big. We still got to go out each and every day and work hard in practice.
What must change for this outcome to be different in this game?
Discipline. We did a lot of undisciplined stuff the first game, so we just got to be more disciplined this game and disciplined in practice.
Coach said that one of their emphasis this week has been physicality. What can you do to improve that upon what you guys did last time against Auburn?
I mean, just practice harder. I mean, basically practice harder. I mean, we're a physical team. We just need to be have a more physical week of practice.
When you talk about discipline, you talking about more than just like don't have penalties. You talking about other stuff, assignments or what?
Yeah, assignments, eyes, and communication. You know, each person got to communicate with each other, so everybody on the same page. You got to be eye discipline, see a little, see a lot.
Clearly, you always talk about next game, and certainly that's the approach. But there is a lot on the line in this game. I mean, you're in the playoffs or you're not. So when you get into a game, does that enter into how you're playing? When you're hurting a little bit or you think you're a little tired, then you remember what's on the line?
I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, it's like this is a game. Like you said, we're playing for a lot, but we're focusing on the game itself, specifically like this game, and then the rest will settle itself.
Did you allow yourself to watch this game, even though you guys weren't in it your first 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, I love football and I like watching football, so most of the time I'll watch the game. For the previous years I've been watching the game, but it's pretty cool playing.
How big of an advantage do you think it is to be able to face a team twice in one season, or is there any advantage at all?
I mean, kind of, but I mean, not really. We just gotta really focus on ourselves and because I mean, a lot can change within 2 weeks, so we just gotta focus on ourselves and be strong and be disciplined.
Did Kirby talk about championships soon after he got here in terms of I have a plan, follow what I say, and do these things, and we might be able to get there? Or what was kind of his message in that regard?
Nah.
No?
Yeah, when he first got here, simple coach introduced himself, and then I mean, we know where he come from and what he did, so we had to trust him and trust the process.
How long do you think it took for most of the locker room to trust that process?
I mean, I don't know, but like I said, it takes everyone buying in.
Did you think that you had the guys in that locker room to have this season to this point?
What did you say?
Did you think you had the guys in the locker room to be able to have this season you guys have had to this point?
Yeah, I believe in this team. I always believed in my teammates. I always believed we had a great team. Last year, and throughout the years I've been here, we always had a great team. And I always believed in my teammates, and we believed in each other. We know what we could do.
Speaking of your teammates, one of your linebacker mates is a finalist for the Buckus Award. Do you keep up with other linebackers in the country, who's doing what, and do you think Kwon is deserving of being called the top linebacker or best defensive player in college football?
Oh man, he's very deserving. You see his you see his play on the field, and it's shown throughout the whole year. He's very hardworking, very humble, and dedicated to getting better and learning his craft. And if anyone's deserving of the award, I definitely think he is.
What's it like playing with him? I know that you probably can. I mean, he's so all over the place. You have to kind of catch some friendly fire shots from him every now and then. I mean, he just seems like he's sideline to sideline. What's it like playing with a guy like that?
Oh man, he's a freak. He's very athletic, and you can count on him to make a play.
Now, we asked Nate Triz about him after the game the other day, and he kind of lit up, kind of like you just did, kind of likes talking about him. And I mean, what is it about him that makes him, as a teammate, that makes him, a guy that you get fired up to talk about, that you kind of put a smile on your face when you talk about how good he is?
It's just his personality and how he carries himself. He's always positive, always got a smile, and then he knowing to joke around, he knowing to be serious. He's a great person to be around. He definitely makes you smile, and like I said, he makes you want to strive to be better, to match his intensity, how he come and prepare each and every week, each and every day. He's great, man. He's a great leader for our team. He's a great person to be around.
When you showed up in high school, everybody shows up from high school thinking they're great, you know, and then you're coming in to play in the SEC. This is your first chance to play in the SEC title game, but can you put in perspective, like the players that'll be on that field for Auburn and the players that'll be on that field for Georgia? And you're talking about, I mean, you thought you're a good linebacker, and then Roquan Smith comes along, and I guess Alec Ogletree might have been here when you were the level of athletes that you're dealing with and what it takes to get to this game, you know, all these athletes and to be in this position.
Hard work, dedication, and preparation. Like, this didn't just come overnight. We've been working towards this from last spring and this fall. It doesn't just happen. You got to work towards it. We got to work towards it each and every day. And this didn't just happen. We worked and we put in the work in and out each and every day.
A lot of Georgia fans paying close attention to that Auburn injury report with Carrion Johnson maybe not playing. What kind of talent is he, and what might it look like if he's not able to play?
Carrion is a great player, very physical runner, and a tough guy. You know, we're preparing as if he's going to play. I mean, he's a great player for that team, and he's going to play, and we're prepping like he's going to play.
Being an Atlanta area guy, do you have any anticipation about playing in the Mercedes-Benz? And then, to get rid of
I seen, first of all, Georgia Dome, home to a lot of great things, but never been to a Mercedes-Benz, and I've seen pictures of it, and it definitely looked cool inside. I'm ready to play in it. It looks pretty cool inside.